Hey, fellow grounds golfers, Roland and Matt here with our good friend, good old friend, right? We've been knowing each other for quite a bit.
Long time.
And Doug is here with Cleveland Golf, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the products we have here at PGA Merchandise Show 2023. Take it away, Doug. Let us know a little bit more about what you guys have.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it, Roland. What I'm going to introduce today is basically our new Mark II ZX driver family line. And what we have is, it's basically a family of drivers. The cool thing about it, the technology, and the best thing about the technology is we have a new, basically a rebound frame. And what it is, it's to explain it best on core and the technology itself is, it's like a trampoline with springs on the legs. So it gives a double effect, and the speeds and the core contribution is amazing. So the family of drivers, we have the ZX7, which is our most workable driver. You see the weights on the heel and the toe, and you can adjust those weights to work on basically, the workability right to left, left to right. So it's really our most workable driver. The ZX5 basically is our most forgiving driver, and the technology is same thing, rebound frame, very, very high core, very high MOI, and so it's doing very well. Our early testing with our major customers has been extremely well received. Last and not least is the ZX5, same rebound technology. This is the LS version, and what that means is for a lot of players that are high swing speed, high spin, high launch, we want to take some of the spin off, and it allows them to hit it further because it doesn't balloon on them and get too high in the air and come back. So it's wonderful new technology. We're excited about it. Early reception has been amazing, so we're excited to have more people get a chance to try it.
Very cool. And when will these be available?
They are available right now. They started shipping last week, so ready to go ASAP.
And price point on these?
$499 $99 on each of the drivers, so there's no differential. A lot of the other guys are $500 or $600 or $700, but we're at $499 on everything.
Very cool, very cool. And we have some other products we're going to showcase as well, right?
We certainly are. We have more toys in the box.
Cool. Let's take a look. All right, so now we moved over to some of the irons now. Doug, tell us a little bit what we're holding here in our hands.
Okay, thanks, Roland.
Yeah.
First off, we're going to talk about the ZXU. Basically, it's the #1 utility iron on the PGA Tour. Ultra forgiving, but basically for the long irons and something that people like to use for a driving iron. Very, very forgiving and very, very long. A lot of folks like to use this basically instead of a hybrid or whatever. So it's more of a driving iron. Very, very highly used on the PGA Tour, so it's a wonderful technology. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Next in the lineup, and again, we're talking family here, so next in the lineup is the ZX4. It's a hollow construction, basically mainframe technology. This iron itself is very high in core contribution and very high in forgiveness. If you look at something that all of our irons have, and we'll kind of zoom in on this in a minute, is the VT sole on the bottom. Basically, this high point on the bottom of the sole is called VT sole. What it does is it eliminates turf dig and turf drag, so it easier entry into the turf, easier exit from the turf. So it's wonderful technology.
And that's this line here down the middle?
It is.
Okay,
it is.
Very cool.
So the entire family has that as well. So most forgiving on the ZX4, mid forgiving is the ZX5, basically the same mainframe technology. Really high in core contribution, so this iron is not only a very good feeling iron, but very high in distance and core speeds. Wonderful forgiveness. This was our, in the previous generation, was our top selling iron last year and the last 2 years. So we're really excited about this new technology. Same V-sole and same, obviously, turf interaction is maximized.
All right.
Okay.
ZX7 here?
Yep. This is ZX7, which is a full forged, our player's cavity. This is the iron that most of our PGA Tour players use and are very successful with, like Shane Lowry, Keegan Bradley, Hideki, and Brooks Koepka. They all play this iron itself.
I've heard of a few of those.
Yeah, they're not too bad, are they? They're pretty talented folks, but same VT sole. The other new technology here is basically the pure frame itself and the muscle pad. This is a player's cavity, and what the muscle pad does is allows better players to control trajectory and workability. So it's a wonderful iron for the better player.
All right, what's this last one we got here?
This is the bling. This is obviously for the best player out there in the world. It's a true blade, but really beautiful technology. I always say you can do your hair in it and play golf with it, so it's very, very nice. But same VT technology and wonderful workability. This is the most workable iron we have in the lineup. So as you can see, we have a full array of family of irons and complements. The neat thing about this is you can combo any of these sets. So you can take any of these models and split them up in onesies, twosies, but you can do any combination you want. So thank you, Roland.
Yeah, definitely. So are these available now, or are some of them coming out in the future?
They're all available now, except for this one is coming in March.
Okay, very cool. We still got some more goodies, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Right,
we have a couple more goodies. So.
All right, guys, here with Doug. He's going to show us some more goodies from Cleveland Golf.
All right, thank you so much. We're going to talk about next is the RTX 6, which is our brand new tour wedge. Just came out on the market last week, so we're really excited to talk about the technology. A couple things, everybody or most everybody in the golf industry played the Cleveland wedge at one point, so it's something that's done very well for us and been very popular. This wedge is packed in a whole bunch of different technologies. I call it the 3 zips. Basically, you have zip core, and the technology on zip core is we take some material out of the hosel itself, about 20 grams, and what we do is we redistribute it throughout the head to make it more forgiving. So we replace it with a low density material. So the low density material, the weight savings that we gain, we put it back into the head on the perimeter, so it makes it more forgiving. The second zip is going to be the ulti-zip, and it's kind of hard to see. We'll zoom in on it in a minute, but you've got a basically under wet conditions, it's called hydro-zip. I said ulti-zip, but it's hydro-zip. And basically what it does is under dewy conditions or rainy conditions or wet, it gives you 43% more spin under wet conditions. So it's wonderful technology. And then the last and not least is the ulti-zip. It's a new groove system in the face that gives you another 20% more spin on the face itself. So it's packed in technology. Wonderful 2 new finishes. Basically, you have tour satin and the black satin. So
I like that black satin look. Pretty nice.
Really is pretty, isn't it? And it frames the ball nicely when you put a white golf ball down there.
Nice.
So it's beautiful.
Nice.
Okay.
Grab those for me.
Next in the family of lineup of wedges that we don't only have tour wedges, but we have forgiving wedges, because most golfers, 83% of all golfers, play with a cavity back set or a game improvement set or super game improvement. So the last thing those folks need is something that is a tour wedge. So in the last couple of years, we have the CBX Zip Core family of wedges that basically is the ultimate wedge for forgiveness. Same zip core technology in the hosel itself and gives ultra forgiveness, but as you can see, the perimeter weighting in the larger head itself. If you turn it over, it has the same ulti-zip technology. Basically, in wet conditions and dewy conditions, gives you the same amount of spin. The other cool thing about this wedge, when you zoom in, is that we have the traditional version that basically has your lines and grooves scoring, and then we have the full face version. Yeah. This has been accepted quite readily on the tour, more than we thought it would be, because when you lay a wedge open and hitting a flop shot, most folks hit it on the high toe, and so if you hit it on the high toe here, there's still grooves to get spin.
Love the look of the full face, personally.
Yeah.
That's one that catches my eye for sure.
Thanks, Roland. Yeah. It's really cool technology, and again, for those guys that need a little bit of help in wedges, this is perfect for them. Okay. And last but not least, in our family of wedges, we have the Smart Sole, and basically it comes in limited SKUs, but it's basically a chipper, a gap wedge, and a sand wedge. And as you can see, ultra game improvement, ultra forgiving, and for those folks that need a lot of help, beginners, people that don't play a lot of golf, this is a perfect wedge for them. And it's obviously in black satin. Probably one of our best sellers, because folks that need a little extra help have really benefited from this technology. So cool stuff, and a whole family of wedges for every level of golfer.
Right. Does that have a higher bounce than most, or is that pretty much normal bounce on it?
It does have a higher bounce. Basically makes it really, really forgiving out of the sand.
Very cool.
Good question.
Yeah, cool stuff indeed. So, all right, so I think we're going to finish up with some putters possibly, right?
We are. We got some new tech.
Those next.
Okay.
All right, Doug, now we're going to talk about my favorite club in the bag, putters.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've got some new technology I think you guys will like. Basically, this is the new HB milled putter that we just launched and just came out a couple months ago or a month and a half ago. But if you look at it, it's a really, really high quality, high polished milled putter. Cool technology, really beautiful. Graphics are amazing. This putter, and probably the best thing about it, comes in 10 different models, 10 different shapes, and the other nice thing about it is this putter, as a milled putter, will retail for $199, so it's wonderful.
It's a good price. Great price.
With all the different technology in it.
It really catches your eye right on the shelf for sure. I mean, the shine to it is a beautiful putter. For sure.
It really is. And we obviously have the 10 different models that I shared with you, center shafted, heel shafted, all the different models that we have out there. So technology is good, premium quality, again, at that price point.
Okay.
And then lastly, we're doing a little bit of extra bling in these putters. This is the same putter itself, but we're in all models we're offering the all-in shaft as well. And what the all-in shaft is, there's a lot of putters out there right now with stability and stroke labs and other things. It's a MOI play, so it keeps the putter much more square and stable throughout the putting stroke, which allows you to keep the putter square and make more putts. So really nice technology. This is going to retail for $249, so it's only $50 more for the extra technology. So wonderful stuff.
Does it affect weight at all with a different shaft, or what are we looking at in regards to weight here?
It's actually lighter. It's actually lighter, but what it does is it just keeps the head more stable and keeps everything square throughout the stroke, so you make more putts.
So you guys are coming out with a ton of really, really cool products, Doug. I'm excited to see it out there, and appreciate you taking the time to meet with us today and showcase the products with us. And Matt, you have any questions?
No, I really like the milled look of this putter. I noticed that the milled look on each putter is a little different, and I can come to appreciate that. It's a sleek look. It's a great design.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure to be with you guys today. Thank you for the opportunity.
And of course, if they want any information on any of your clubs, where do they need to go, Doug?
Go to our website or your local rep or your local golf store. So we'll take care of you any way we can.
All right, if you have any questions, reach out to me anytime. Roland at mygaragegolf.com. And as always, until the next time, keep on golfing. Thanks again.